What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick little review over the Universal Audio Sphere DLX. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But with no further delay, let's get right into this review, baby.
Some, hit the key.
All right, guys, so I definitely want to send a very special shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Zounds. If you don't know what Zounds is a great place where you can get all kinds of different equipment and different gear. And if you don't have the best credit, you might be able to get it without no credit check. So right now they are actually offering the LX model for $799. So it just had a price drop of $200. Says $789 here, but this is a resealed one. And if you look right here, you can actually get the LX with no credit check. I'm just saying. And then they also have the DLX model, and it had a price drop as well. So it is only $12.99 versus $14.99. So in case you're not aware, these Sphere microphones, they actually model different microphones. So the LX is the smaller version. It does model 20 different microphones. And then the DLX, it does model 38 different microphones. I'm not going to be doing no tech specs. I'm not going to be doing nothing like that. I've had the microphone for 2 months. I've used it a lot. If you know me, you know this is my baby. I have a Neumann TLM 103, and I absolutely love this mic. This was my dream mic. This was the mic that I wanted my whole entire life, right? There's a new girl in town. If you're watching these channels for a while, you see I've been using this mic really as my solo mic or my primary mic for at least the last month. So let's go ahead and get into this a little bit. So this is what the plugin's gonna look like when you open it up into your DAW. The plugin works in tandem with the microphone. So this is basically how you're gonna get all your different mic types and all that other stuff you can see right here. So you get all your different mics and all your different mic lockers here. That's pretty cool. It's got some cool stuff where you can mess with the pattern, the polar pattern, you can mess with the filter, the access, the proximity, the output. So you can do a lot of stuff. And what's cool about this is you can do this after you record it, which is wild. You know, you can change the actual record, and that's what the software allows you to do. So this is what it's going to sound like when you first initially record something into the Sphere. I need you guys to understand that this is like actually a stereo mic. So there's 2 mics on this. So there's one on the front and there's one on the back. So you're going to have to sync all this stuff up in order to get it to work properly the first time. Might take a little bit. It took me a little bit, but you know, after I got it, I haven't had a problem since. So this is basically what a raw vocal is going to sound like. I recorded this vocal. So I have a few different vocals I'm going to play for you guys today. I have raw vocals and I have actually some mixed vocals too that I want to play for you guys. But we're just going to go ahead and start off here with the raw vocal so you can hear what it sounds like.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence.
And so you'll notice right there, clear as day, that the signal is split. So it's more heavy in this headphone than it is in this one, because again, there's 2 mics. And so it splits out a stereo signal. But once you turn on the Sphere mic collection,
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence.
And so you can see right there, automatically, it just put it in mono for you. It just has to do that because you can record all kinds of stuff with this microphone, which makes it cool because you can record pianos, you can record guitars, drums, all kinds of stuff, and you can get a stereo sound with it. So that's actually a nice little tool that you can use with this as well. So that's what the basic mic sounded like. That's what the Sphere Direct sounded like. Let's go ahead and listen to a few other mics real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and start right out here with the 800, and I'm going to go back and forth between the hybrid mics and the condenser mics, for the simple reason that some of the mics, it's hard to tell the difference on if you don't have the ear for it, or if you haven't heard that mic before, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between the mic. And I'm not ashamed to admit that some of these mics, they sound the same to me. But again, you know, I haven't used them before, so I can't be the one to judge them. But this is what basically the Sony 800 sounds like.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence, and she was feeling my stand.
Right. So again, all the mics aren't going to sound the same, which is so dope, you know. So I can come over here, we'll pick this mic right here. Right now, let's listen to this one.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my.
So you can hear that one sounds a little more dull than the other mic did. But I'll go to another mic from this mic.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence, and she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance.
So you can hear clear as day the difference in the mics. And that's what makes this thing a game changer. It's fire because you have all the mics that you need. And so whenever somebody comes over to your house and you don't know how they sound or what their voice is going to sound like, all you got to do is just flick through different mics and you can find the right mic that you need. So let's go ahead and listen to another one.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh. Girl, I love the things that you do, But don't.
So you can hear, as I went through 3 different microphones, they all sound different. You know, you got the SM7B, which is one of the mics. And then, you know, you got this mic right here. This one's going to sound crispier, but it just depends on which mic you go to. It's just going to change the sound for you completely. And I just think that that is so fire.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh. Girl, I love the things that.
So again, the microphone itself sounds amazing. Like, I'm not even going to hold y'all. I'm not even going to front. For me, this microphone sounds great. All right, guys, so now I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like with some effects there on this microphone so you can kind of hear what it sounds like with a little light mix on there. It's definitely not all the way mixed down. I had all this on the MacBook, but the MacBook wasn't trying to record the screen right today, so this was a 5-minute mix, so I apologize for that, but here's what it kind of sounds like with something, with a kind of light mix on there.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said.
So it sounds pretty good to me, you know. I like it a lot, and I have a nice mic, and I'm liking the way this is sounding a little bit more than I was liking the way that mic was sounding. But we'll go ahead and do the same thing we did there just a second ago. So we'll go to a different mic, and then we'll just go through a few different mics so you can hear what it sounds like.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh. Girl, I love the things that you do, But don't get it misconstrued. I'm an old school player, so the move is on you.
Yo, it just changes the way the vocals sound so much to me. Maybe because I recorded it, maybe because it's my vocals, but I can definitely hear the difference in all these mics and the way that they sound. I'm gonna play the song, the verse, so that you can hear what it actually sounds like with the beat as well. But I just want to play this so you can hear what the vocal sounds like with the beat, and you can hear what the mic sounds like with the beat and everything as well.
Check, yo, check, yeah, check. I said I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh, I said, ooh. Girl, I love the things that you do, Yep. But don't get it misconstrued. I'm an old school player, so the move is on you. Tell me, that's not the game, no. She didn't recognize, cause you messing with them lame bros. The ones always coming with the same angles, like Jada in August. Feelings is entangled, nosebleed seep, so I peeped her from the back. Call me Nostradamus, cause them cheeks gon' get clapped. And that shit gon' sound like, and like an addict, she gon' be back.
So that's what it's gonna sound like. Again, I'm sorry, I could have probably mixed it a little bit better. The other mix sound better, but you know, it is what it is. So what's also cool about this, I wasn't trying to glaze over this, but I wasn't trying to go into a deep review. I'm just trying to give you my opinion and give you guys some sound examples. But with this, you can change your pattern. You can change the polar pattern of the microphone. So as you look here, you got all kinds of different stuff: supercardioid, hypercardioid, you know, figure 8, all that stuff. But you got a bunch of stuff here. You got a filter here, but I'll push play and let you hear what the difference in the sound is.
I seen her from a distance and rolled up on her with my persistence. And she was feeling my stance, and all it really took was a wink and a glance. I said,
so you can see there, easy as day, you can change the direction of the microphone, which changes the sound. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys that's pretty cool about this software and everything is if you come down here into your isosphere, it allows you to set up whatever you have here. So, you know, do you have a reflection filter behind you and whatever you have going on there behind you? And they also have one for shields as well, for your mic shield. So that's pretty dope. So I guess what are my final thoughts on the Sphere DLX? honestly, guys, I've had this microphone for maybe 2.5 months. I didn't get right to it because I had got a whole bunch of gear, but I really wanted to get to it. And when I did, I fell in love with this microphone. I absolutely love this microphone. I know a lot of people will say things like, well, it doesn't sound exactly like the Sony 800, or it's not going to sound like a Neumann U67 or whatever microphone it is. They're going to say it doesn't sound exactly like it does. You know, they're like, it sounds 90% though, or 95%. Well, bruh, most people haven't even heard those mics. So if you ain't even heard the microphone that people are telling you that this don't sound like, this might be the microphone for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't even know what that microphone sounds like, then you don't need a $10,000 microphone. If you don't know what these microphones that these people are talking about, what they sound like, you don't need it yet. You know what I'm saying? So why waste $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 on a microphone that you don't even know if you're gonna like yet? You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't even heard the sound. You can't recognize the sound, and that's the biggest thing about these microphones. If you're in the market for this microphone, you're not going to be in the market for a Sony 800 because you would have just went and bought a Sony 800. You know what I'm saying? You would have went and bought whatever Neumann it is that you wanted. So if you are in the market for this microphone, I would recommend scooping this thing up because you have so many different microphone types that you can model and you can do things after. And then you can even learn. So you can even start learning different microphones. And then you can decide, okay, maybe in 5 years, if I'm going to open up a professional studio, well, then maybe I can invest in the Neumann. Or like if you're a home studio and you're not going any farther than a home studio, you just like to make music, but you want a nice mic and you're looking at all those higher end mics, bro, get this one. You know what I'm saying? Do yourself a favor and get this one. It is literally $15 or $12.99 right now, and you're going to save yourself thousands. Great mic. I would recommend this mic 10 out of 10 times. The only time, I should say 9 out of 10 times, because if you're not serious about music, you don't need this mic. So if you have like a $100 interface, this ain't the mic for you. You know what I'm saying? If you aren't really serious, if you're not making music every day, you're not making music once a week or something like that, this might not be the mic for you. But if you do have a pretty decent interface and you're ready to take your next step and you're ready to get your next mic and you're trying to get some solid fire, I would definitely recommend this one. I can't say it enough. Y'all already know I have a fire mic. I've had this mic for 2 years. I paid cash money for this, and I'm about to sell it, and I'm keeping this one. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the next to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.